Welcome to my city. See the bright light, skyscrapers looking pretty. Perfect skyline, postcard from a city, and we still on the rise. More construction keeping busy. Always bear down on the blue and the windy. Can't forget the Bulls, red and black run the city. Chicago, fire in the sky, WNBA, White Sox and the Cubs up in Wrigley. Got a couple rings like I played for the Blackhawks. Always on the ground when my feet hit the asphalt. Dedication, hard work, and preparation. Never giving up to reach the goals I've been chasing. When it goes down, I'ma be the main attraction. Better stand back when the cameras start to flashing. Countdown, buzzer beater, how the game go. Crowd goes wild, cause you know who they came for. Michael Jordan, D-Wade when I'm scoring. Great Walter Payton, John Tays when I'm enforcing. You already know I had to make an anthem. Shot down in the building, and you know what I stand for. Chicago, it's the city of the win. Clock runs down, we gon' grab another win. Chicago, known for the skyscrapers, big city, big lights, and we all about a paper. Chicago, ain't another city like it right down Lake Shore. See newcomers all excited. Chicago, I'm in love with my city. I'ma rep it till I die. Seize up if you with me. Chicago,
this Chicago, nigga.
Well, this is a production where I break down the Chicago Sky, and this is for my Chicago, breakdown of the game that went on today. You know what I'm saying? I went to sleep. I took a, I took a Norco. I was knocked out, chat. I didn't get to see the fla in live in person, but I got to see it on video. But listen, the Chicago Sky, which we called the game early on the Players Club. I'm gonna go over what I saw for the preseason, and what we gonna do is we're gonna show the good, the bad, the ugly, the good, the pros and the cons. We're gonna talk about it here. For me, for the sake of it having a video. Yeah, so the thing is that I ain't gonna be able to go to sleep. She wins, so I'm woke. You know what I'm saying? I'm up. So the thing is, I'm gonna break down the Chicago preseason game because everyone has already done their videos, and I'm gonna have my video out for the record. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna break down the Chicago Sky, what took place during the preseason, how they looked, and who's, what, where, and why. Okay. Basically, I wanted to come and talk about how, the Chicago Sky looked to me from my point of view and my perspective, and give you a real analogy of how I see the team being able to move forward or not being able to move forward. The pros and cons of this situation, of what we see and what I got out of what you and I looked at today in the preseason loss. Okay. Welcome to the Gingerbread Man Show. This is Steady Serving Sports, ENT, an extension of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast with my main man, K-Sap. What's up, K-Sap? What's going on? Shout out to the Full Court Trio. Shout out to the Players Club. Shout out to Cut That Ish and Real Talk Sports, with So Pretty Tony. Court Vision with So Pretty Tony. Shout out to my colleagues. But I'm here today to actually give my take on the game, the preseason game that I saw today. It wasn't so bad, but in losses, we don't give awards in losses. Not at all. Not at all. I don't care if it is a preseason game. However it is, it's the way it is, and they turned out with an L for today. Chicago did not complete a win today, and it goes a L in the books. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, the truth is that Chicago lost this preseason game, and what to look for in the future games coming to pass. And then y'all listen, Wednesday, it's going to be Liddy. How they play the Atlanta Dream Wednesday at 6 o'clock. Ooh, I should have a ticket to go to that game on the 29th. I don't know. I might go get me a ticket just for the preseason game so I can be booed and they're going to take me out the gym. She Wings, you better come and get me out of jail. They gonna lock a brother up. They gonna lock a brother up on sight. Okay, so we gonna go over what took place, you know what I mean, in the game, and we gonna go over some things that could have been done better. Because I mean, as we was looking at the game and breaking the game down, things could have gotten better. So I'm just gonna go over some of the halftime. I'm gonna show you where it looked good. The people that did look good and took off doing the game today. What's up, Jacob? And then I'm also gonna go over the press conference after the game. So we're gonna take it accordingly. We're gonna take it accordingly on the game itself. I'm gonna show some of the game and the highlights of the game of what in the first half that I seen that could be sharper, better, and we all gonna call a spade a spade. Okay, here you go. Baby Jacob, they told me you was over here flip-flopping. They told me you was a flip-flopper. They say you a flip-flopper, the flam, flippity-flopper. They told me already about you, Jacob. You can, you know what I'm saying? Say you cooked y'all. You cooked y'all. At first you was with this guy. Now you not. You know what I'm saying? He flip-flopping. He flip-flopper the flip-flopper. Anyway, we're going to break this down and we're going to see this in total. So here you go. She cooked y'all. She cooked y'all. Well, guess what, Jacob? It wasn't no loss by 30. What you got to say? Nothing. Okay.
Was $237. Tickets were as high as $3,000.
Level, it just makes her a really coveted young player. But I thought Chicago did a great.
Khalil Copper came out cooking. That's who came out cooking. Khalil Copper. We see Skylar Diggins running the, you know what I mean, the break. That was a good shot by Rakia. A nice little three. You know what I'm saying? Up the car again. Camilla got to be faster to block that shot. Car came out smoking. J.C. Sheldon looked good at running the look inside to Camilla. J.C. Sheldon looked good. She looked really good. Glad I got the thing on there. Get up off of my screen. Camilla comes right out and score initial shot. Bile knocking down. I mean, the Mercury got some shooters over there. They're going to be dangerous. I think they got them in the right spot, y'all. Now that I'm looking at it, Camilla on the inside. Now go, y'all saw that? Y'all saw how Skylar did that nice little pick and roll with Camilla. Look at Skylar, set it up, roll, pick, roll, perfect. Y'all see that, right? This is what the intentional thing. Right. No, don't listen to him. You know Jacob is a troll. He y'all Nathan, don't listen to him. Don't, you know he a flip-flopper. Jacob ain't solid about nothing. Y'all don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Ain't nobody get no cook, nothing. This is a preseason game. This how weak Jacob argument is. It's a damn preseason game. Anyway, we see what's intentional, and I just wanted to do it one more time. Skylar Diggins. This is the difference of what we didn't have. Skylar. The pick was perfect. Inside to Camilla, easy peasy. And it was an and one on how they done everything. So this was, I mean, this is what we was looking for last year. And how we wanted, you know what I'm saying? We wanted the game to go, and it's that. You know, like I said, Nathan, don't listen to him because Dejanay ain't back, because Azrae didn't play. There was a lot of things that didn't happen. So we ain't trying to, you know what I mean? We ain't trying to hear what Jacob talking about. Jacob, who cares? We don't care. This is Chicago. This is for Chicago. Who cares, Jacob? Phoenix ain't finna go nowhere anyway. Khalil Copper. Cop was cooking. I mean, Khalil Copper was cooking, y'all. Here go Rikia. Look good, tween, and a take, turn around, spin move, shot. Y'all already know what Rikia gonna do. So she was intentional. This is what they want her to do. Rikia got the ball. Cop hits, boom. Take the ball out. Rikia running the point. So Rikia bringing the ball down. Tween, cross. She took AT, spin move, AT jump, shot. That was good that Rikia did that. That looked good. That was really good. That's what we expecting for Rikia to do. AT with the ball up top. So Rikia on defense, AT then attack. Hit that three. Listen, Khalil Copper was cooking. Inside to Camilla. No, that was a bad pass back. Rikia had to get back on defense. Khalil Copper cooked the ass right there. Bang. You got to get closer up and put that hand in the face. Skylar running a point in the middle. Shot. You know Skylar going to do Skylar things. Skylar Diggins again. Looking. Pick and roll with Camilla. Shot. Bang. Cooked the ass again. So let me tell y'all why Skylar Diggins took that shot. Skylar Diggins took that shot, you guys, because she didn't want, she's throwing the defense off. See, when a point guard takes a shot like that, she throwing the defense off to let them see that she ain't just always going to go. They don't know when she going to go to Camilla. So the defense can't, she's making them afraid to leave her open, because if the defense leaves Skylar open, Skylar going to knock that shot down. So that leaves a situation where, you know, keeping them honest. This is what we talking about. Keeping them honest. You know what I'm saying? Keeping them honest. And, you know, the thing is that when you keep the defense honest, in every time I believe Camilla is going to be able to achieve what she needs to achieve, and getting 6-7 one-on-one. Camilla, when Camilla's being that, it's hard to stop. So here we go. See, there she go. Another pick and roll. Skylar Diggins keep them honest. She took the shot that time. So they like, no, we got to stick Skylar. We got to be honest. Rikia on the floor. Rikia ended up on the floor twice and tripped up. Khalil Copper knocking him down. Rikia running the one, turn around, spin move, push off, shot. That's what they want her to do. That was good. All that was good. That was fundamentals. JC Sheldon, miss. Come down, pass it up. It's Phoenix. Step up. DeWanna Bonner shoot what she wanna. Now that was on Camilla. Y'all see that? Camilla did not. Camilla should have been a block shot. When that shot went up, Camilla, That's the difference between Camilla and Angel. Camilla had her back turned to that shot. Angel would have tracked that shot. That's the difference. That's what made it so good. Camilla would have tracked that shot as soon as it came out of Bonner's hand. Angel was tracking that shot, making sure where it was going to bounce off of. She had position. Camilla had her back turned. She saw that she was shooting. She didn't track the ball. She actually had her back turned to the ball when it was shot, and that's why she didn't get the rebound. And she was slow to try to block the shot of Tasha Mack, even though Tasha Mack is shorter. So look, Camilla takes her eyes off the ball. She did not track the ball for the position. Camilla again, that was a Skylar tried to get it over the top. It was just, you know what I mean? It was just one of those passes. It was too high. It was just too high. So once again, off. We're going to go on a break. We're going on a break. Camilla, pass that went over the head. But Skylar see her. That's the good thing. Skylar see her. Skylar's intentional. Skylar's intentional taking it to him and trying to get the ball to Camilla Cardoso, which is very good to me. This was not happening. And this is how a veteran, Skylar again, out to Rachel Banham. Bam, 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 knock it out. This is the point guard that we've been missing. We've been missing this point guard. J.C. Sheldon, another one. She didn't do too bad. Rachel Banham. Bow. Bam, bam, look good. See, Rachel Banham is in the position that she was. It wasn't that, chat. Listen, chat. It wasn't that Rachel Banham is so bad of a player. Rachel Banham was trying to run the point guard. That's not her position. Rachel Banham catch and shoot. Oh, she cooking your ass. Rachel Banham off of the pick and roll up top. This is what the Rachel Banham that you saw today, that Rachel Banham can thrive in Tyler Marsh's offense with these type of point guards that we have right now. With the point guards that we have, and she ain't got to control the ball. Hey, shout out to MTDELTD 4187 for the $2 super chat. It says Indy fan, but I was at the game. Hailey Van Lith cooked. Yes, we're gonna break that down. We're gonna break Hailey down. That's why I'm only showing the first half of that. Hailey did cook today. So here we go. Thank you so much, and please subscribe, man. We here. We gonna call it straight. You know what I mean? I'm covering my baby bop over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna Raven is my baby. I've been with her all 5 years at the game. You know, with the Gamecocks. I'm a Gamecock fan. People that's in the chat already know. So I already knew Raven was gonna have a good day. So I'm definitely gonna cover what Raven did today on the Fever. AT with the ball up top. See, this is what we talking about, the defense, though. See that? This is Rikia's defense. They got to get better. They got to be intentional. They have to be intentional. Rikia, down low. That should, listen. And then, of course, look at the entry pass. These things got to be cleaned up. You know what I mean? It got to be cleaned up. Rikia just got left on the wing. DeWanna should not have been able to leave Rikia Jackson on that. She got to get better. She got to get better. She cannot be left. Over the top, Williams was killing him. In the corner, Williams. 3-point shot. Had Camilla on the island. Knocked that shit down. Rikia pushing the ball up. Put out to Rachel Banham again. So Rikia running the point on sometimes. She made a good decision. High IQ. They go in the corner. Now, y'all, listen. Let me tell y'all something. Let me make y'all aware of this. Let me make y'all aware of this. You see this girl in the corner? Y'all see this girl? Skylar, get it. Pass it. That's Letitia Lattimore. She's from Ole Miss. Y'all gonna see a lot of this year. She is going to make the team. She can jump. She can block shots. She a good defender. She can slide her feet. Letitia Lattimore also, you see Letitia Lattimore can also shoot the three. So she can, you know what I mean? She don't have the you know what I mean, the dribbling ability of most bigs or Angel at you know what I mean to say. But I'm not comparing her with Angel at all. This is a rookie. She coming into the, you know what I mean, into the sky. Letitia Lattimore from Ole Miss was a steal. They got, you know, Chicago Sky came up when they got Latasha Lattimore from Ole Miss because, I mean, she a bucket and she got defensive skills. She can play two-way. Bow, knock it down. We going down the street. Defense. This girl can shoot. That was on Lattimore. Lattimore should have been closer up. Jaquez got cooked. Jaquez with the ball. Now, this is what I like about Jaquez. Y'all saw that? Soon as Gab get the ball, look, intentional. She right away slashed. She didn't think about it. She did not think about it. Look at y'all. This is a rookie. This is our rookie from UCLA. She got the ball. She didn't think about it. She didn't even think about it. She knew she was finna drive that ball, and that's what we got in Gab's Jaquez. So I really like that the play that she did right there. And then, of course, I mean, they was getting lit up on the perimeter. They got to play the perimeter better than that because they was getting lit up. And that was the Sky's downfall last year. Inside, that, you know what I mean? That was good players by Rachel Banham. So in these cases, Rachel Banham bringing the ball up. She see the pick and roll. She got it right to, you know what I mean? That was seamless. That was Rachel Banham did good today. You know what I mean? That was really seamless. Look how flawless that was. Right? Bam, 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 bam. That was seamless. My bad, chat, my computer. Seamless. You could barely even see that pass went there. Rachel, turn around, bounce pass. Wow. You know what I mean? Camilla looked good. Camilla can thrive when those type of, the pick and roll, play action, y'all see she can thrive. Handoff, another assist, she made the right choice. High IQ. So I'm not worried about Camilla at all. A lot of people talk that stuff about Camilla. I'm not worried about what Camilla Cardoso gonna do. Williams was tearing their ass up on that three-point line. After Cod got done, Williams started doing it. Inside, that was J.C. Sheldon's, man, she got to, you know what I mean, that defensive play, she got to get better on that. Williams, that was too much room. See that perimeter play? This is what Rachel Banham lacked. You know what I mean? When Rachel Banham in the game, we got to, you know, that type of stuff happens. There go Rikia. She going to run the pick and roll, drop the ball. JC picked it up inside, and she hit. There go Hailey. Hailey on defense, hard hedge. Over to the corner, shot, knocked down. Ain't nobody on that player. Who made? Look. So what happened was, whatever player this is, whatever player that is right there. See this player right here? She was going in. She got faked in with the attack. But she didn't have to go in to go and help. She didn't have to do help action because look, Hailey was left, right? Hailey was left. But Camila Cardoso was here and Rickea Jackson was down here. So there was no need for, and then Rachel Banham is playing off her player here. So the perimeter was already given up. You see that 1, 2, 3, 4 Sky players are trying to go to the paint and left the wings out. Look, a wing here, she can shoot the ball and she can shoot the ball. She running around the screen, so she gonna end up right here. So they have to get better. They have to get better on playing that perimeter, y'all. Hailey out, bounce pass. So Hailey had a good game. You know, Hailey had a good game. We're going to get into that. But I wanted to show that first half chat on what I thought about what actually, you know, what took place in the game. And it didn't look bad. It didn't look bad. Skylar got pulled on out like, you know, we already figured. And we also know that, you know, you don't want to be putting your players in, you know what I mean? This is preseason. We ain't trying to, you know, Tony was actually complaining about him leaving, like Rachel, leaving Bam Bam out there and Rickea out there a little bit too long. You know what I'm saying? And Camilla fouled out the game. You know what I'm saying? That's not good in a preseason game. Once again, she did it last year, though. She fouled out. So, you know, Camilla gotta get, she has a plague of fouling. They're gonna call those fouls not for Camilla, they're gonna call the fouls against Camilla. So, you know, Camila Cardoso gotta get better on moving them puppies and be intentional in, you know, rim protecting. She's 6'7", so we gotta have that. We just gotta have that, you know, the fouling. I know she making a statement like, don't bring your ass in here, but you can't afford. I mean, if this was a regular game, I'm sure Tyler Marsh would have took her out and managed the minutes, but just imagine she would have been sitting on the bench most of the game because she picked up 3 fouls right away. But Tyler Marsh just let her go ahead and play throughout the game and did that, you know what I mean? Did that. What's up, brother Nate? I see you in here. I'm finna bring you up later on. I'm just finna get over, I'm finna show Hailey's highlights. So I wanted to bring up Hailey Van Lith. Hailey had a great game, chat. We already saw Rickea. Rickea looked good. She didn't look great. She looked good. You know what I mean? Rickea, we doing the things that she needs to do, but she needs to get, you know, she can't be taking reps off on defense. Like when DeWanna Bonner did that slash move, Rickea was there. Rickea should have been right there. DeWanna Bonner is 300 years old. She shouldn't be beating Rickea Jackson to no cup. That just should not happen. I'm just telling y'all, as a ball player, she shouldn't be getting beat to the cup especially by DeWanna Bonner. You know what I'm saying? Who's 6'6". She shouldn't be 6'5", 6'6", shouldn't be beating Rickea Jackson to no rim 145 years old. She got to get better on that. You know what I'm saying? But JC Sheldon looked good. The point guard, now I feel so secure with the point guard play because we got somebody actually can handle the ball. Skylar Diggins, JC Sheldon looked good. Toni Morgan didn't look bad. Toni Morgan didn't look bad. She did run the point. Toni Morgan. I can't really call it, but she, you know what I mean? She didn't look bad, but she didn't have she didn't have a game where she was intentional, you know? So Toni Morgan, who is Toni Morgan? She from Kentucky. She played point guard for Kentucky. She was one of the draft picks that we picked late in the draft. But definitely Latasha Lattimore was a steal. I know the ceiling is half of Latasha Lattimore. She got potential to also be an all-star in her future. Latasha Lattimore is a steal. Y'all gonna see in the season. She a defensive player. She also can hit the three, as you can already see, and she can, she got good down low post moves. So I'm looking forward to see what Latasha got, coming and gonna show us more. But I want to give a shout out to Hailey Van Lith. Hailey Van Lith was in control of this second half. Hailey Van Lith was in control of the second half. She looked like TCU Hailey Van Lith. She looked like Louisville's Hailey Van Lith. Of course, you know what I'm saying? This is what they really wanted her to be like that in LSU. You know what I mean? Shout out to Keisha, because she said, once you're a Tiger, you always a Tiger. She did show some of that Tiger, you know what I mean? Because the killer instinct, she got it from none other but playing with Angel and having that type of killer instinct. You could tell that Hailey is actually healthy. You can tell that Hailey Van Lith is healthy and she playing happy, y'all. She playing happy. Okay, here go Hailey. Hailey Van Lith highlights, y'all. All right, Hailey Van Lith highlights.
Van Lith back in now, working the
shot, assist, pass. Up, step back, shot. Hailey, get the ball back, shot. Teardrop, look good. Hailey look good, y'all. Hailey, turn around, look, pass out, assist. She made the right decision. She didn't force nothing. She made the right decision. Hailey, behind the back, this is what she best at. That's that TCU Hailey Van Lith. Y'all didn't see that. That's that TCU Hailey Van Lith. Bringing it down. Intentional. Shot. They had to call a timeout. Made the right decision. Bow. Y'all see that? She made the right decision. She stopped. Hailey, again, TCU. Behind the back. Around. Pick and roll. Shot. Bow. Skylar Diggins, we saw her take that shot. They've been working on that play, so that's one of Tyler Marshall's plays. Hailey, bringing it down, went to the corner. She cooking now. She cooking, y'all. Bow. She don't see nothing but red. That was at the end of the quarter. That was a shot at the end of the corner. Step back. She like, you ain't stopping me. Peanuts. Look. Hailey in the corner. Jab, step, shot. Bow. Knocked down with a bigger player. Hailey called for the ball. She intentional. Looking, step to step, shot, fade away. Bow. She eating her ass up. She eating. Hailey eating at this point. Hailey at the top, turn around, pick and roll again. She got on her back. Bow. Knocked down. It was a foul call. Y'all see that? Look, Hailey got on her back. This is what Hailey Van Lith does the most. She's very good and intentional of doing that type of thing. Hailey really look good. What's up, Brooklyn? I see you, Wody Mac. Hailey look really good. And you can tell that she's not hurting right now. You dig what I'm saying? She got on her back. She kept on her back. And she let her ride her all the way to the rim. Look. She backed up. You know what I mean? She's playing off of a bag up, shot, and one. Hailey, jab. Turn around. She playing with her right now. She fooled. Bow. Hailey Van Lith had a good game, y'all. Hailey Van Lith had a good game. She really showed up. She had 20 points. She wasn't playing no game. Listen, she wasn't playing no games. She came here to do, you know what I mean, to get her spot, and she was very, very intentional. You know what I'm saying? She was very, very intentional, and Hailey Van Lith is very, very good when it comes to her going downhill. That's just what it is, like it or not. The second thing we're going to go and we're going to talk about the, hey, big girl, don't be coming in here. You only in to cause confusion. Don't be hate watching, big girl. My sister in here hate watching. Okay, so this is the after press conference after the game. Let's hear and see what they say.
Too late, sweetie.
All right, we're going to get started.
So, Hailey, what's working for you today?
I think I just tried to get a feeling going and a rhythm. My first stint out there, I just wanted to get my legs stretched and run up and down and feel the physicality. And then I was looking for the mid-range coming in the second time, watching Skylar pick them apart at the mid-range in the first half. I knew that it would probably be there for me too. So just really watching Skylar in the first half and then seeing what she did well and trying to take advantage of that for myself in the second half.
How did you feel navigating Phoenix's defensive schemes there in both halves?
Yeah, they're a great team, and they apply a lot of ball pressure and they play very fast, and you just have to play within yourself. And me being a young player, sometimes that doesn't come naturally, so that's something I'm still navigating, and hopefully I show growth at it this year. I've worked hard at things that I needed to get better at to play more in control and make better reads, but I'm excited to keep getting tested and make growth there.
Tyler, what was your general read on the offense in the first half?
Yeah, I thought I thought turnovers hurt us a little bit early, but then we started to settle in. You expect normal nerves first time playing against W competition, and so. But then I thought we settled in pretty well. I thought we were able to get the ball moving a little bit. We got to the line a ton, and so that started to help generate some momentum. And so I feel pretty good about that.
Rachel, what about you? What did you think about the offense in the first half?
I think we showed really good moments. When we exposed them in the pick and roll, when Skylar got to that mid range, also just hitting Millie on all of those is just always just so good. And then we executed well, I think, out of the timeouts. I know I got a 3 off of one of our ATOs, so I thought we did a good job of that. But at times, we did get stagnant, and we're still kind of figuring out how we're going to move together and continue to move the ball. I thought the second group, the bench mob, did really good in the second half of moving the ball, and that's why we're so successful compared to some of the moments that we had in the first half.
Rachel, what have you seen as the biggest step forward with this group the last couple of years?
Ooh, that's deep. It's just so early in camp. I feel like we're still learning each other so much. But I think our communication has continued to get better. That's going to be really big for us on defense and offense, is continuing to communicate, feel each other out. But I just think it's still so early that we are still trying to figure that out, how we play and how we move together. So ask me that again in after the next preseason game. Okay, yeah.
Hailey, you obviously had a lot of changes, going back to when you first started basketball to now. What would you say is something that stayed the same for you throughout all of the changes?
Yeah, I think at the baseline, I love basketball. I wouldn't have fought so hard for myself if I didn't genuinely love the game at the end of the day. And so pure passion gets you through hard times and the ups and downs of being a professional athlete. So regardless, regardless of whether I'm playing well or not playing well, making shots, missing shots, like I love to show up to practice every day because I love the game. And I genuinely, like, I've never been on a team or been around people who I didn't like. So showing up and getting to be around people like Rachel and Tyler and building bonds with Skylar and Azare and Rakia, like that's something that's fun and I like to do. So I love the game and love getting to know new people.
So Hailey, how is it having SKYLARDIGGINSSMITH as a teammate? Does she help you navigate where you play in the WNBA? Does it help having to watch her sitting back kind of because she's a star, a star? Does it help navigate you through, like you said, for the second half? How do you get your game to go better? Because in the beginning, when you already talked about it, your first one coming in, you didn't really do much. Second half, you're on fire. Didn't miss a single shot, going all the way up until that free throw that you did miss. Like, how does that help you?
Yeah, I think me and Skylar, it's still fresh. Like, I didn't really have a prior relationship with her to being teammates. But one thing I really enjoy about her is her mentality and like the way she approaches everything. And it kind of like gets me excited because I see a little bit of myself in that and seeing how she uses that to just like kill every day. I've really enjoyed getting to watch it so far and I can't wait. I know that she's going to help me grow a lot, whether she intentionally approaches me or not, like just getting to watch her and be around her and observe the way that, she approaches things and she approaches other people.
Is that sort of
whether she intentionally approaches me or not, like just getting to watch her and be around her and observe the way that, she approaches things and she approaches other people. I think that's one of the reasons why she's so great. And so I'm very grateful that I get that opportunity to be around her this season.
Question for both of you guys. So the 29 free throws that you guys had in the first half, is that a sort of effort part of the game plan or just kind of what went into that?
Did you shoot?
You gotta ask that ref Charles. No, I don't know. I mean, we do want to get to the line. Like, we got to find ways to get easy points, especially like when we're not hitting shots. And I feel like we weren't hitting a bunch from the outside in the beginning. So definitely getting the free throw line. Adding Skylar, I mean, she's gonna get to the free throw line. Millie's gonna get the free throw line. Rakia's really good at it. So like adding those pieces obviously is just gonna like help us get to the free throw line more. I don't know if that was like going into the game our focus, but a little mix of what we do, a little mix of what that reffing crew likes to do. So yeah, it just worked out.
Coach, Chicago Sky, you started your career. Looking back, what does it mean to you now that you're here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, with the team that you have and leading a good group?
Yeah, I mean it's a dream for me. I mean, y'all know I grew up a coach's kid, so this is the life that I've known. And for me, the last time I was in this building was 10 years ago. I was coaching for the Fort Wayne Mad Ants in the Development League, and so in the G League now. And so it means a lot. It's kind of full circle a little bit. You can only try to prepare as well as you can for these types of moments for this position. You don't know when it's ever going to come, but you work hard and you treat people right, and you're planted in the position that you have and try to do the best where you're at, and then hope that things work out. And so I couldn't be more blessed to be around this group, to represent this organization, to continue to try to push forward in a positive light, and just try to stay true to that.
Got time for a few more.
For all three of you, just your general thoughts on the atmosphere of this being the first WNBA game in South Dakota. How do you think you answered?
It was great. It was I actually thought that the building held more than it does, but they were loud, they were into it. This place knows basketball. North Dakota has a good basketball team. South Dakota has a good basketball team. So they've seen good basketball before. And so, for us to.
So y'all saw what Tyler Marr said. I'm going to try to be true. He said, I don't know what they doing over there. He said, I know, but I don't know. I know, but I don't even know. He say, but I'm gonna try to be true, and I'm gonna try to be here for the fans. Hey, Tyler, we know the pressure's on you, baby. We already know.
To be part of this moment, I know that it's special for Nate on the other side, but it's also special for us to be able to be part of it. And anytime you can play in front of fans, and many of the fans are out there, many of the kids are out there. This is the first and maybe only time they're able to see live women's basketball, women's basketball action. And so it's great.
Big girl, Hailey Van Lith is a goddamn rookie. What are you talking about? Hailey only been in the. She was hurt most of last year. Hailey is a rookie. Big girl and Hailey Van Lith. Big girl, what is it? Makes no sense. She on a rookie contract. All of them still rookies. Camila Cardoso, Angel, all of them, they not vets yet. Boy, you need to stop it. Hey, big girl, you be hate watching. You need to stop hate watching.
Great to be part of that. It's great that the attention continues to grow and the eyes continue to grow. And, the more that our players are able to showcase their talents and their abilities, the better it is.
Tyler, how did Aisha Coulibaly earn the start?
Practice. She's been great. She's been tough. She's been physical. She's been coachable. She's been communicative. She's been a pleasant surprise. I think we didn't really know what we were getting coming off of her injury. This is her first real action. And so, but she wasn't afraid of the moment. She stepped right in. I think she's earned a lot of respect from the vets just throughout how she's approached these 4 or 5 days of training camp. And so, we wanted her to go out there and be as physical as she could be with AT. And she was able to do that as best as she could. And so we were really proud of the effort she gave.
They talking about Aisha Coulibaly. Aisha Coulibaly did not play last year. She had a broken, she broke her leg. So she didn't play at all last season. Her and Sifka. So both of the picks that Jeff P had picked last year did not play. Hailey barely played, but Hailey was hurt. Listen, Hailey was hurt. Aisha Coulibaly was hurt. And then Sifka didn't ever come from overseas, and he didn't get her to come over here now. There wasn't no need for her to come over here because she wasn't going to be able to hang with the team that he got right now. So he talking about Aisha Coulibaly and how she looked against AT.
For a couple more, we'll go back to Brian.
So defensive communication, you just kind of give thoughts on just how you felt you guys did in that area tonight.
Yeah, I thought we fought hard. I thought, like Rachel said, I thought that our communication was solid. I think we can shore up a few things schematically, just in terms of kind of what our foundational principles are. And we got away from that at times, but I thought that we continued to fight. I thought our effort was there. It's all correctable and fixable things. And so, but I thought we did a really good job. For the most part, we can protect the three-point line a little bit better for a team that likes to shoot threes. But again, everything that any type of lapses today, I think are identifiable and correctable for us.
We'll close out with front row on the left.
Amy and Rachel, for both of you guys, what's a part of your game going into the season that you guys are looking to improve?
I think for me, the biggest thing is leadership and presence. With me having to be a combo guard and play point guard for this roster, the biggest thing is me being able to lead a team and my teammates feeling comfortable with me leading them. So, I think I'm in a good spot to show growth there, and hopefully I can show up for my team in that way.
I think just being a reliable defender, coming in and being solid. I'm not going to be on the best matchup, but just making sure that I'm being the best in my role, offensively and defensively. So just being really solid and a teammate that people can rely on the defensive end.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Rachel, you are a liability on defense. Now, what I will say is this. Rachel Banham, we already know that she's a liability when it comes to defense, and we ain't really too much relying on Rachel Banham to actually do a big type of job where what I mean. We need to rely. We need to put her on the best point guard. That ain't finna happen. Or the best two guard. Rachel gonna come in and do a surgery. She gonna be put in to do one thing, and that's to shoot the ball, hit those threes. And with this type of system, I can personally see that it can work because it worked today, right? It didn't ultimately work out for the win for the dub, but while Rachel was in there on her minutes, it looked good. You know what I mean? We was all surprised. We was like, damn, Rachel, damn. Okay, Rachel. Damn. Okay, Rachel again. So then y'all have to keep in factor. Y'all have to keep in mind. E. Will did not play. So don't worry about no centers. E. Will didn't play, y'all. Azare Stevens did not play. Dejanay Carrington is not playing right now. So Azare and E. Will be available. When E. Will come back, she will be available. So that'll be a center to be able to back Camilla up, and Azare gonna play some 5. Of course, she gonna play 4 and 5. She's 6'5", y'all. Azare Stevens 6'5". She can play. I mean, we seen her do it in Unrivaled. We seen her have the best. She had her best professional year last year. She had her best professional year last year. That's why she was able to earn $1 million coming over here to this bum ass team. Because I mean, we needed her Azare Stevens. We definitely did, because we gave up the baby goat, and the baby goat went to Atlanta. So I'm not, mad at the players about anything, because the players haven't done anything. The players ain't doing anything. So I want to debunk anything that's being said, because we know that Courtney Vandersloot came to the press. We know that Ariel Atkins said something to the press. And we do know that Rachel Banham said something to the press. Hailey Van Lith did not say anything on quote unquote. You can't pick it up or go anywhere what Hailey Van Lith said anything about Angel Reese. Hailey Van Lith shrunk, and she went into a magic box and shrank away, but she didn't say anything against Angel. So we ain't gonna be sitting here being messy. I ain't gonna be messy and say Hailey as Ray Ricky. I'm not no Caitlin Clarker fan. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna make believe some stuff that didn't happen. I'm not gonna make it happen. It just didn't happen. But we do know that on record, Rachel Banham had something to say, Ariel Atkins had something to say, and Courtney Vandersloot had something to say for us. The players was concerned, and those players, we get to burn them all day. We get to burn those people all day. But for us, people did not, coming out in the public and saying some things, no, they did not say those things. You got what I'm saying? So I just wanted to get that on out the way and cover this part of the show. I see you, Brooklyn. I see you. I don't have a hold on a second. I see you. Trying to drop the link, y'all. So I don't know. It ain't showing up here at the bottom of my screen. I'm trying to. Trying to get, but Hailey, it ain't letting me do it. Let me see. It ain't let me do it. But Hailey Van Lith didn't say anything against Angel. I don't want nobody to have no narrative that Hailey said something against Angel, because she did not. She did not say anything. We did not have no editorial that says that Hailey commented and, you know, said, hey, I don't like Angel Reese. She didn't say no shit like that. I ain't nothing. Oh, I didn't like what Angel said, or Angel was wrong. She didn't say none of that type of stuff. She didn't. Hailey Van Lith is not on record saying anything in no editorials or no journalistic editorials against Angel Reese. So I didn't see that happening. So I can't say that it did or it didn't happen. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not in the locker room with that. And you know, it says you know, in the Holy Quran, it says only go by what you know to have happened, not what you suspect to what have happened, unless in the investigation you find out that that actually did happen. But there's no record. There's no record nowhere saying that Hailey Van Lith said anything about Angel. That's just, you know, that's just me being truthful. I ain't gonna sit here and cap about that. How? What the hell is going on? I don't know what's going on with the cameras. Jack, let me go in and out. Okay, what's up, y'all? Okay, Brooklyn, I dropped it in the chat. It's in the chat. Brooklyn, it's in the chat. So, y'all listen. MDT, what's up?
Hey,
What's going on with you?
I was at the game.
Oh, you was at the game. Oh, okay. How did
Really? Sent you a couple bucks. I was at the game.
Oh man.
It was a nice house. Lots of people there. It was sold. I guess it was sold out 7 minutes. So I had to buy on the secondary market, but had a nice seat. There wasn't a bad seat in that whole place. So small, but yeah. Alyssa Thomas didn't truck anybody. I got a couple minutes. And I thought HVL looked good in the second half. Camilla, she fouled out with 3 minutes into the third quarter. I mean, I'm not sure what was going on with that. Maybe they got to work something out there. But yeah, I thought HVL was playing like she was fighting for a roster spot. And if you look at the names that they added to that team, it makes sense. So she was playing as if she was desperate to stay on that team. So very, very impressive. Very impressive.
She looked like she was fighting, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think somebody posted something about her being 5'8", making a joke about her getting cut and go to the Fever. If she is 5'8", she's a big 5'8".
She's a big body?
Well, not big body, but you know how like some of the players lie about their heights. If they're 5'8", they're really 5'6".
But she's a real 5'8". 5'8".
She's a real 5'8". Yeah, she wasn't. She just took over at times and was making shots, playing hard, doing what she could to do something in the second half. So I know it was against rookies, maybe some of those players that were playing for the Mercury aren't going to be there
Well, she's
next
the
week.
rookie.
Still,
You know what I mean? She's
still,
a rookie.
yeah, but still, she played as if she was fighting to stay on that team. So,
yeah, to be on the roster. But I believe she's going to make the roster, of course, right? Because she was hurt most of last year. We didn't get to see Hailey.
Yeah, and you'll be proud of me. I'm a Fever fan, you know that. But
Yeah.
I drove back and forth 7 hours to go to that game today. I did it in your honor.
Wow, baby boy. You already know. You know I appreciate you all the time when you come up.
Well, I'm going to give it to you straight. I told you that.
Raven looked good, MDT. Raven did look good.
Yeah, she looked. I kind of see what they're doing there. I didn't get a chance to watch that whole game because I was at this game, but I watched it when I got home, and she's going to be tough too. I kind of see like they're trying to play fast. That's what it looked like the whole game. They're not big, so they're trying to play fast. Is that what you saw too? I mean,
that's what I thought. They're not big, but they're fast. Yeah,
they're trying to play fast, and I'm not a basketball guru, so I'm looking for effort. I'm looking for attitude. I'm looking to see if people are hurt, and it looked like to me that the Fever were just trying to run. So
now, didn't you understand what I was telling Wody Mack? Remember, I was telling Wody Mack, he was talking about New York was so big, this big old team, and it's gonna be hard to do. And I mean, I know it's just preseason, but I told Wody Mack, it doesn't matter how big you are. It doesn't matter. Size do matter sometimes when it comes to crashing boards and being a shot blocker and preventing. But
yeah.
They could not, the second half, they could not keep up with Raven them.
Yeah, Raven was all over the place.
She all over the place. She was blocking shots of people that was taller than her, but Nazi Lady
and she's playing like she's fighting for a roster spot, knowing she's gonna make it. I mean, that's the kind of player you want.
That's right. She's gonna make this team. But back to Hailey Van Lith, I think that Hailey showed up, showed out. I think that this was a good look for Hailey. This situation of where they got him, and she can play free. But go ahead, Brooklyn.
Oh no, I wasn't. I wanted to hear Big Girl, man. Big Girl entertaining, but but I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I know we're excited because women's basketball is back and we're getting our first taste. But don't take nothing. You got to realize nobody is playing their hardest in preseason. So all these wins and losses, whoever beat who, don't mean nothing. And I can give you a perfect example. I remember in Angel Reese rookie season. Everybody who's a Chicago fan, who's an Angel Reese fan, remember this. We actually kicked the Liberty ass like in that preseason game. We kicked their ass in a preseason game. The regular season started, and I don't know if we got to win.
We beat them the second time. We beat them during the regular season. And then,
okay, I remember that first game during the regular season. That's when Angel got the steal on what's her name, Brianna Stewart.
Yeah.
That I remember she got the steal, but when the game started to matter, the Liberty was the Liberty. Is all I'm saying. It's like I remember in that play because I was hyped. You already know. I remember that preseason. I'm like, okay, we beat the Liberty, but then when the Liberty was ready to turn it on, it was a different game. So preseason is preseason. Don't get your hopes too high. Like, listen, Chicago about to play Atlanta on Wednesday, and I'm excited. You know what I mean? I don't really care who win or lose because it's preseason. It really don't matter. I don't think Chicago want no smoke with us, I'm gonna be honest with you. But it's preseason, so whoever win or lose don't matter. But when that regular season start, that's when it counts. So don't put too much stock in the preseason.
Brooklyn, can I ask Brooklyn something?
Yeah, go ahead.
You ain't gotta ask him if you want to ask me. Just ask me.
I just want to be polite. My bad. I know you appreciate the of HVL and Raven. That Raven's playing like she's not going to make the team. HVL may not make the team, and she's playing like it. Like, hey, I'm trying to put something out there in case somebody wants to take a look.
Right.
That's important. You're right. The Liberty. They sat a bunch of people in that Fever game. That's true, and it's going to be a different story when
and then there's no side. Remember, no side two played.
Yeah. I mean, when they play the Dream, it's not likely that Brianna Jones is going to play. That's going to be important, and who knows who's going to sit in that one. So,
Brianna Jones is going to be out. She hurt right now. She's going to be out for a little while.
That's right, but I think this is important. You want to see that out of your young players, especially.
No, absolutely. So and I understand where you're coming from. I'm gonna just disagree with you a little bit. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
The way Raven, I mean, I don't know, like if you watch college basketball or whatever, or anything like that. But certain players play different, right? So Raven, the way Raven is playing is the only way she. All right, so you got certain players who you could tell, like for instance, let's use you've seen Azure before, right? You've seen it because this is my knock on her. So I'm gonna use her as an example with somebody like a Raven. My knock on or Camilla, you could use the same thing for Camilla. The issue Azure and Camilla both have is Camilla's super talented. And Azure is talented too on the offensive end, right? The problem is you don't see enough hustle from them sometimes. You don't see that fight, that dog in them sometimes. And that's what Angel brought to Chicago. And Angel would bring that out of Camilla sometimes, right? The Raven, that's her. She only know one way to play. It's like, you get what I'm saying? Like whether it's a preseason game, whether it's a championship game. She's playing one way so it's not even like she's playing to make the team. She's just playing like Raven. Like somebody like that's just how she played. Somebody like Camilla got to turn it on, or somebody like know what I mean. Somebody else got to turn it on. Raven don't got to turn it on. She always ready to go. I can
tell you about Camilla today. It looked that way. That a little bit of disinterest after she started picking up fouls, felling out with 3 minutes into the third. When I looked up at the clock, I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And she's walking over to the bench. So, and she can be fantastic. I've seen her play extremely well. I don't know what that was about, but it was an example of what you just mentioned. That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah.
I can already tell you what to unlock Camilla. I don't think it's gonna happen. Well, the good thing they have is Skylar. I think Skylar can help. But I think what happens with Camilla, watching her over the past 2 years, and this is why somebody like Angel will help her, and even Kennedy Carter when Kennedy Carter was there, because Kennedy Carter fed her a lot. She gets disinterested when the guards forget about her, like, because she's out there setting screens, she's rolling, she's doing certain things, and a lot of times the guards is looking for their shots. So when Camilla is not the focal point of the offense, she kind of get disinterested a little bit. She get upset if you miss her on a couple passes. She's gonna get upset, and then she's gonna start like flirting her arms. Camilla's passive aggressive, so you can see in her face. Sometimes she passive aggressive, but she don't have her emotion. Like you can see in her face when she kind of getting upset. So what they gonna have to do is kind of make sure they feed her a lot. So we'll see if they do that to keep her saying I ain't bet. And that's why, listen, bro, Claude, you already know, and this is what upsets me every time I watch these games, because I'm still a Chicago fan to a certain point, right? Like, obviously Atlanta Dream is my team now, but I still got love in my heart for Chicago. But to Big Girl's point, it's a love-hate relationship now, because I keep finding reasons to dislike Chicago. So now, today, when I see Raven play, I start thinking, or I just automatically think, like, why didn't Chicago pick her? Right? And then I see Flaugier play, and I go, why didn't Chicago pick her? I keep going back, just like, what the hell? Like, Gabrielle Hawkins is a good player, but not better than those two. Like, why?
To your point, she didn't do very much today.
And then here's But look, here's the thing, and I'll land my plane with this so I can hear your opinions. The best thing, listen, Courtney Vandersloot, respectful to her because she's a Hall of Famer, is old as shit. Skylar I love to death, and I want on my team any day of the week, but still, she old as shit. If I could have had a player like Raven Johnson as my PG, right? You ain't even have. Let's one. I'm sorry, I got to do this because I don't want to cry over spilled milk. But let me just. You could have had Raven Johnson as your PG. You could have had Angel if you ain't make the damn stupid ass trade, right? And then you could have had an unlocked Camilla, because what people don't realize is Raven is the reason that Camilla was able to win that championship, because Raven is the one who unlocked Camilla for Dawn Staley. So she would have did the same shit for Chicago.
1,000%, right? And that's
Jeff keep making these decisions, And then not only that, if y'all would have kept the third pick, you would have had Raven, you would have had Sonia Citron, you would have had Camila Cardoso and Angel Reese all on the same team. Let me just get back to my fantasy world. Let's get back to the team we have now. But that shit just annoys me. Every time I see them play, I'm like, what the fuck was Chicago thinking? Like,
they want to listen. Chicago. Okay, let me get you in the right mind.
Wait. Let me say one more thing, and I'm gonna land my plane with this. This is a hot take. I could have saved this for my podcast. I'm gonna say it on your podcast. I don't know how soon. It could be this year. It could be next year. It could be at the trade deadline. I don't know when Siphia's coming over. I think Siphia's gonna be Camilla's replacement. I think they're gonna move Azure to the 5. I think they're gonna put Sifka at the 4. I think they trading Camilla. I think that's what's gonna happen. I could be 100% wrong. I think that's what's gonna happen. No, because I don't think that this experiment is gonna work, right? And I think Jeff is really high on Sifka. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to say it yet because I like Camilla, but I think I was wrong on Camilla. Like I keep saying I think she's gonna be one of the best centers. I think she's a role player. And I think that's what she like. I think that's who she is at heart. I don't think she have the like right fire in her to like just light up and be a star. So I think she's gonna end up being traded. I think they're gonna go with Azure. And I think because if they don't trade her, they got to decide whether they're gonna give her the max. I don't know if they're gonna want to do that, and if she don't, you know what I mean, if she don't start playing like she deserves it. So I think when Sifka come over, that's gonna be her replacement. We'll see. I could be wrong, but I was right. I could have been wrong about Angel, and you see she in Atlanta. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna let my play with that.
Okay. The response to Camilla being traded, that's still up in the air. I agree with that. That could be the case because Camilla is not happy. Okay, it's not because of the failure of things. The failure of things came from the operation of things, right? Camilla could go only as far as this organization are able and willing to invest in, right? Because they could have invested in getting Raven Johnson over here. They could have invested in keeping the baby goat here and being able to play for this team. They could have reconstructed and did some things. The choices that they made, they did not do those things to be able to be a reliable franchise. Okay, so I'm gonna get the fuck up off this whack ass franchise of what it could have been and what it is now, because like you, it pisses me off to understand and to know that we could have still got Rakia. You got what I'm saying? We could have still got Rakia. We could have traded Ariel Atkins still because
you absolutely. I forgot. You know what? I'm sorry. You just reminded me about that.
That's what
Angel ain't have nothing to do with that trade. Y'all could have had
nothing to do with that trade. We could have got Rakia anyway because Rakia put in her choice of where she wanted to
That's
go.
a fact. You could have had Rakia and Angel.
But the number one, once this already dropped down, this was a if Rakia was already going to be leaving LA. If we would have kept Angel, we would have still had Rakia Jackson. We would have still had, and JC Sheldon would have been here. So he still would have had his 3, 4, 5, and he would have had his 7. He would have had 3, 4, 5, and 7 here in Chicago. Right now, he would have had that from the 2024 pick. Because right now he got 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so that's 3 is Rakia is number 4, and AC Shelton is number 5. So in the 2024 draft, so he got 3, 4, and 5 right now on the Chicago Sky from that draft. It's playing together. All right. So if he would have kept Angel, Rakia was coming regardless because Chicago was on her books as the number 1 place because Azure Stevens was coming home. Azure Stevens was coming regardless. She grew up here, like she said, she was coming here. So we would have had Azure, Angel, Rakia Jackson, JC Sheldon. We already knew that Skylar was coming home. Skylar already mentioned she was coming back to the crib. So but Skylar coming to the crib, I mean, that's a big thing. You know what I mean? She only 45 minutes away from South Bend. You know what I'm saying, brother? So Skylar Diggins was coming to the crib. She was leaving Seattle no matter what. She played 14 years on the West Coast. It was time for her to come home. Her children are small and going to school. She wanted to be closer to her mother. So they fumbled the bag. It could have been a really, really good thing, but it could have been. But I do want to keep everybody in perspective. E. Will is not back. As Dejanay Carrington is not.
Oh, I could have told you that. Like, not to cut you off. I think another reason why Jeff pissed me off is because he playing with the Chicago Sky. He playing with the fans right now, right? Because you put together this roster on paper, it looks good. You get everybody hyped, but you don't tell people you got 6 people hurt and 6 people out right now. So it's like everybody getting so excited about the run you're gonna go on, but how you gonna go on this run? Ain't nobody healthy.
Nobody's healthy yet. You know what I mean? But E. Will's not hurt. She's just not back from the European.
Yeah, she's not back, but Azare is out. You got I forgot. I looked at the list yesterday. Matter of fact, I screenshotted it. Hold on. I'll tell you 1 second. Hold on.
Azare was there, but I didn't see Carrington.
Yeah, Dejanay not in Chicago yet. She's not back here. Yeah, she's not here. She's you see me in MDT? She's rehabbing.
Okay. Is that with somebody or without somebody? Doing that alone or in concert?
I'm just saying she's rehabbing.
I gotta comment on one thing. So you guys have been talking about dysfunction within the front office of the Sky.
Yes.
And curiously enough, this is the same stuff you hear in the Fever centric podcast. They're with it. You know, they're doing some things, and it's the same thing.
Then they got rid of two GMs, right? And a coach, right? They got rid of a VP, right? In the last year since Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, and I got a hot take
for
you guys. Hey Brooklyn, I want to know what's your podcast called so I can check that out.
Brooklyn 80s.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. I couldn't hear
you. All
you.
right, so because I was sending you the picture. 2 things. Claude, you go ahead and look at your IG, and you could post that if you want, or you could just read it. It's up to you. Okay. MDT, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to get the name wrong. MDT. My podcast is The Perspective with 80s Baby.
Okay, cool. I'll check that out. You talk everything or WNBA or all sports or.
I talk WNBA.
But so you'll know, I got to make sure I holler at you because I need to holler at you off chat though.
Are you? Is it a general podcast, or are you team centric or a player?
No. So what I do is I talk all WNBA. Eventually, soon, probably in another year, because I'm new to the WNBA. I started off an NBA fan, so eventually I'm gonna start adding in the NBA stuff too. But no, I talk all teams, and then also college. I don't have a particular team, so I don't. I mean, I do. I follow Angel. Angel is she the reason why Angel. So not to be long winded, I'm actually trying to make this as short as I can. But Angel is the reason I started watching women's basketball. So I didn't even watch the WNBA. I was watching women's college first because I started following Angel. When she got drafted is when I started paying attention to the WNBA. But I was watching her in college first. Cool. So I'm gonna start watching. I talk about women's college ball. I talk about the professional ball. I'm gonna add in men's professional, and I don't even never watch men's college because it's not as entertaining as women's college for me. But I'm gonna start talking about men's college ball too at some point.
Well,
basketball. What's the hot take?
Here's my hot take. So over on the Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever forums and podcasters, some of them are positing that Steph White's going to get an extension. They're likening her to Bill Belichick, you know, because of what she did last year with the hospital pass team. And I sent the guy a super chat saying, you know, she's going to be, if she loses too many games, she's going to be Paul Westhead. And only a few people understood that reference. Because that guy won a championship with the Lakers in the early '80s.
Yes.
2 years later. I mean, so that stuff happens. If they go 1-6, 1-7 with no major injuries, she's done. It's a wrap, and she's closer to Paul Westhead than she is Bill Belichick. So I just want to throw that out there and see what you guys thought of that.
Well,
I don't. Go ahead, bro. Call.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't necessarily agree with that, but I also don't agree with what they saying. Respectfully, and I know some, and you just getting to know me, MDT. So I just want to, I want you to know I know some really cool Indiana Fever fans. So I know that all the fans from the Fever aren't delusional or aren't bad fans, but there's a lot of delusional and bad fans out there, right? So those guys who are saying that, like, to me, that's a confusing take to me because, like, the team last year, all right, so Caitlin Clark was hurt. Granted, I get that. And for whatever reason, people think that team is not talented without Caitlin Clark, but Aaliyah Boston was still there. You get what I'm saying? Is she one of the best centers in the league? Is she not?
Yeah, which is why
hold on. Let me break this down. And then you have Kelsey Mitchell, who's arguably top 1, 2, 3 guard in the league, right? Like, you can even say depending on what you think about Kelsey Mitchell, you can even say she the best guard, she the second guard, or she the third best guard. But she top 3, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So that alone makes you a contender, right? Especially if you got a supporting cast, which they do. So, yes, they had some injuries. Okay, they had injuries, right? Unfortunately, the people they brought in, shout out, that's really a bigger story to me, not necessarily the team, the people that came in and performed. So nobody expected anything from Ari McDonald to come to the Fever and perform the way she did. So kudos to her. Hopefully she deserved, off of her performance last year, she deserved a contract. I don't care if she's still hurt. Somebody needs to sign her. And then obviously Odyssey Sims came in, and Odyssey Sims do whatever you get. If we really being honest, no matter what team Odyssey Sims go to, she performs. So I'm happy she got a contract this year, right? So that's kudos to them too. But as far as the Fever actual team, even without Sophie Cunningham, without Caitlin Clark, that team is still good. It's not as good, it's better with them, obviously. But it's not it's still a good squad. So for people to act like because Caitlin Clark is hurt, that team was trash is crazy to me. Like, that take is weird. Because you still got two. I know you wasn't. I'm just giving you perspective, right? I'm just saying you got two top players in the league plus a good supporting cast. A solid supporting cast around those two top players. You still, they still. So yes, are we going to give Stephanie Wright credit for being able to adjust without Caitlin? Yes, still a good team though. It ain't like she took a trash team to the playoffs.
My point is this: she's not Bill Belichick. She doesn't have 6 chips. She doesn't have that cachet. And anybody can get canned if you don't perform.
No, absolutely.
That can happen. That's my point.
Right. No, I understood that. I was just talking about that. And I wasn't even really talking about you just now. I was talking about what you said that the fans were saying about what she did with the team.
It is amazing.
I thought that was kind of crazy because that team is still pretty good, right? Now, to your take as far as Stephanie White being fired, I'm going to be honest with you. It's possible, but I doubt it only because of her history. If Stephanie White wasn't a proven coach, a winning coach in this league and haven't done what she's done in the past, then I think she'll be on the hot seat. Somebody like Tyler Marsh, give you an example. Tyler Marsh don't really have a history. Obviously, he was on the Aces staff. Obviously, he has some history in the NBA, but he doesn't, as a head coach right now, he don't have a lot of history for you to go off whether he's a winner or a loser, right? With Stephanie White, what she's done with Connecticut, and what she's done, I think she was an assistant with Indiana before, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Yes. She has a pedigree that I think could give her a leeway, even if she get it on a bad start. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think that you're wrong in your take. I'm just saying that with Stephanie White, I don't believe. I think with a different coach, yes, I would agree with you. But with Stephanie White, I think she has too much history as a winner that people trust her. So she would have to, in other words, she would have to lose really bad to lose her job. Like,
and that's what I'm saying too. 1-8, 1-7, 1-9.
No, that's
Start
not even enough. I'm talking about she got to like miss the playoffs, right? Like she got
okay,
like because you could go 1-9 and turn it around. You can't do that.
Let me give you guys some insight on this. Let me get because I know. Okay.
Oh, let's hear it.
Stephanie White is an Indianan. She is from Indiana. She's born, bred, and played for the Fever, and she's a favorite in that state. Let me tell y'all something. Her roots is very rich. The organization love her. The Indianapolis culture is what she grew up in. She is now if we were talking about the old GM that they fired, yeah, she probably be on the hot seat. No, this GM, she's head on, they're in hand. The GM and her, they have good roots with each other. Long as that GM is there, Stephanie White is going to be there. The organization loves Stephanie White. She used to be a Fever, okay? So they believe in Stephanie White, and all of the fandom noise that is surrounding everything that's going on, they not trying to hear nothing.
That is correct.
It's kind of like how Courtney Vandersloot is with the Chicago Sky, right? Michael Alter and Jeff
Coach. You mean Coach Courtney Vandersloot?
Yeah, they don't
GM Vandersloot
or GM Vandersloot.
They don't care. They don't care how bad Courtney Vandersloot has pissed off the fans in Chicago, has pissed off some of the teammates in Chicago, which Camilla is still pissed now. Don't get it twisted. And pissed off, the actual Angel fans, okay? The Chicago Sky fans, the Angel fans, and of course, Camilla, a teammate that's there. Courtney Vandersloot is beloved by Michael Alter, Nadia Rollinson, and Jeff Pagliosha, okay?
As he should be, because of our history.
Because of our history, all right? So the situation got real ugly, and everything that has happened and transpired. You see Courtney Vandersloot is there. You see Angel is gone. That's because Michael Alter had made his choice. He made his decision, and he put it in his homebred, old 500-year-old player to, over Angel, which is a young baddie. You know what I'm saying? That had her, the youngin had her say, and he didn't like it, and he was offended. So same thing with Stephanie. Stephanie is deeply rooted in this thing, MDT. She's deeply rooted. She's an Indiana native. They not going to play no games with that.
So what you're saying is Herb Simon would have to clean house completely.
It would be
that scenario to work out.
Listen. Stephanie gonna be gone. Kelsey Mitchell gonna be gone. Leah Boston gonna be probably asked to be traded. It's gonna be. I'm just trying to tell you what type of stuff.
To MDT's point, what me and Bro Card is telling you that this is a special situation. Any coach can get fired. So in order for her to get fired, it has to go really, really, really bad. Like 1-8, 1-9 ain't bad enough. She still got leeway. It has to go really bad.
Cleaning house, clean out the whole front office except for the guy who owns the team.
Yeah,
right.
That kind of cleaning it out, and it would have to be really, really bad.
Right, for that to happen.
What you're saying?
What's up, nephew?
That makes sense.
Yeah. So the thing is this, y'all. So, I don't get so boggled in what's going on with the Chicago Sky, because as we see at the chart that Brooklyn had gave, thank you for that, Brooklyn. Dejanay Carrington was out, which I already mentioned. Azare Stevens is out, which I already mentioned. Maddie Westbelt is out, which I already mentioned, and Elizabeth Williams. So we didn't have to worry about any bigs. We don't have a problem with our bigs. We got enough bigs. I know King Pisces Nathan was worried about. He said, "Man, we don't have enough bigs. We got bigs.
We got bigs. They just hurt. They just out
or hurt. You know what I mean? Elizabeth Williams is on her way.
But even with them out, bro, Claude, not to cut you off, Brody. Even with them out, we still got to hold Rakia and Camilla accountable because that's just not enough. Y'all was there, and y'all got to get more balls than that. Y'all talented enough. Y'all talented enough to get more balls than that.
Yeah, you got to get more balls than that. You got to be focused on rebounding, Rakia.
Especially Camilla. You 6'7".
Yeah, but Rakia 6'. She's 6'3". We expect her.
Rakia got to get more balls than that, but Camilla don't have. You said you ain't got no excuse not to get at least 8 boards to Camilla. Come on, you 6'7".
Yeah, no, she double, but she only
definitely not falling out.
Yeah, in her defense, she only played 3 quarters, right? If she would have played,
she fell out with 3 in the third.
Angel would have had a double in 3 quarters, man.
Well, she not Angel. That's the whole thing.
No, that's the point. That's the point we making. Angel ain't
two different players. For one, let me get. Hold on,
before you say something, Nate. Hold on. Let me answer Nathaniel really quickly in the chat. Nathaniel, I never said I was a Liberty fan. I'm from New York, bro. So me being a New Yorker, I would love to see the New York teams do well, but I'm not a fan of the Liberty. I'm not a fan of the Nets. I'm not a fan of the Knicks.
Yeah, you never said
I'm
that.
not a fan. Yeah, I'm not a fan of none of those teams, but if they do well, I'm happy for them. Yeah. But yes, I am an Atlanta Dream fan now. That's that's a fact. Yeah, Nate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, for one, y'all, I knew it was gonna be a Charlie Foxtrot. You know what I'm saying? Cluster Bravo, because training camp. You know, Roquel, I know what I'm talking about. That's Army terms. Because you know what I'm saying. Well, training camp just started. You got a lot of people coming back from overseas. That's why you see, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of players still hurt from Unrivaled, which don't look good for Unrivaled because as a rating, he's still hurt. Actually, Rakia just got better actually a couple months ago from Unrivaled because it's so compact and everything's so fast. Camilla just came back. That's why they're trying to get her some more time before throwing it out there. And they wanted Phoenix to win so bad. I watched every minute of that. That was literally like they acting like that was a playoff game. Khalil Copper came like it was a playoff game, like regular season. Like she was going in like yeah, all pumped. The refs was like, hey, nope, stop, nope, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. Like soon Camilla come down, foul. She like what? Foul. And that's what Tyler Marshall's looking like. What are y'all doing? And they was like, man, challenge. He would have ran out of challenges. They came down court. Camilla arm straight up foul. I'm like, she just got in the game. I'm like, what is y'all doing? They wanted to make sure, because he's from South Dakota, they wanted to make sure he won that game. You know how I know he really wanted to win that game? Because he left Khalil too long. AT came back in. DeWanna Bonner came back in. Like they was throwing threes up like crazy because he had been put the bench in. He wanted to see Tyler Marshall had been put the bench in. He had to bring the starters back out because he like, oh, that's what we doing? He like, all right, come on, get back out there. Foul. She like, really? She couldn't even get going because soon as she come down, foul. And it was so janky. You throw a bunch of players together for like two practices. You like, all right, go play a game. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like hey, me, you, and you, we trying to hoop. Like where you want me? I don't know, pick a spot. You know, that's literally how it was. It was like pickup, and nobody know each other. You know, it's Camilla literally just got there. They've been practicing. Camilla came super late. You know what I'm saying? So I knew it was gonna be a Charlie Foxtrot. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that they still almost came back one. Haley came back because he meant to put Tony Morgan in there earlier, but Haley went off. Haley was like, nah, I got this. Whack, whack. So I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? He was like, they were like, you want to put her in? He was like, wait a minute. He's like, let Haley go off for a little bit more. So he wanted to win too. He like, I ain't backing down. He said, hey, you get in. I already know who's finna get cut, and it's Sydney Cruz because she's playing super soft. Even the announcer was like, hey, you got to grab that ball. You can't let them push you around. If the announcer is saying that, you probably getting waived tonight. I'll be like, hey, pack your bags, man. Get out. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? You letting them, you just want to come down and score. You aggressive when you score. But when they try to throw a body at you, like, you see the coaches looking at Tyler Marshall looking at Trummer like, that's what we doing? He like, that's what she doing? I'm telling you, looking at their faces every time when she was on defense was hilarious. But I think they actually did well, literally throwing players out there together. no Azare, no Dejanay, because I knew the defense was gonna suffer. Skylar was tired. Skylar like, man, because she was out there too long. Because she like, hey, I thought this was preseason. Like they were so physical, they letting them play. She getting slapped across the face. That's what she looking at the ref like. That's what we doing. It was like a playoff game, man. Like for real, it was super physical. But unless the Camilla came out there, soon Camilla came out there, they was like, nope, get back to the bench. They was like, foul. She like, what I do? She putting her arms up like, what I do? She like, I just came out here.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, Koulibaly. The AT was looking at the ref like, are you gonna let her play defense on me like that? Because the rookie they got her. She gonna make the squad. I don't know whose spot she taking. She taking somebody's spot because he had her starting tonight, and she played AT tough. Like she was knocking the ball out her hand.
Yeah,
she was coming for her. He was like, hey, stay on her. She like, all right. So it was like I feel like a playoff game. I'm like, hey, what's happening? I thought this was preseason. Like coming down, talking trash, like, yeah. And Tyler Marsh like, it's preseason. You like, what's happening?
Yeah.
What we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? But Camilla couldn't get started. They was calling fouls as soon as she got on the court.
Yeah,
like that's what he like try and play through it. They was like, oh, for real? They call a foul again. As soon as she came down the court, he like, come on out, man. They would not let her play at all. It was wild.
I know what it was. They weren't well rested. I don't know if there are any 4 or 5 stars hotels in Sioux Falls. It's only got 100,000 people up there. So.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, they literally drove right there.
Get mad about that.
They was looking like, what's happening?
Motels.
And then I knew it was crazy. Did you see the refs coming up to talk to Nate Tibbetts and the coaches? After the game, they all like, oh, yeah, so where we going after this? I'm like, hey, what's going on? What just happened? After the game ended, they all smile and go and talk to Phoenix. I'm like, I knew it. It's just like the NBA. It's all freaking rigged.
Me. Skylar, she didn't scream at anybody, really. A little bit, but not by much.
Yo, Nate, it's a preseason game, bro.
I know. That's what I'm saying because I was looking like, hey, what's happening?
It don't matter who win and lose in the preseason. Why you upset over a preseason game?
I'm not upset. Do I sound upset? I said I knew it was going to be a Charlie Foxtrot. No, I was saying I was looking like because they wouldn't let Camilla get going. I was looking like, hey, what's going on? They act like it's a playoff game. They whacking. I just want to see the players play. You know what I'm saying? Hawkins look good. I saw Hawkins defense. Hawkins look good. Hawkins look really good. Dude, why you keep bringing Raven up? She didn't get picked. They didn't pick a point guard. She's on Indiana, man. Let it go. Let it go, man. Let it go. She looks good. It'll be great. They already got 4 guards.
I gotta say something.
They got 4 guards. They got Skylar, Courtney, Hailey, and JC Sheldon also plays point. They not picking another guard.
They didn't need none of them. They could have just picked Raven.
I gotta call Bro Cloud out for something because he didn't tell me how attractive these women look in person. You didn't say anything about that. I didn't say anything about it until I got.
Wait, which game you go to?
This one. I was at this one.
The Sky game.
Yeah.
Man, listen, I'm telling you, what am I lying? Were they not calling fouls? Someone Camilla got on the floor. They's like, nope, get back on the court, get back on the bench.
That area, so they were gonna win. They were gonna get.
Yeah.
You ain't listening to
ATL not gonna struggle, Nathan. Yeah. We got one of the best rosters in the league. We not struggling. This is playoff time, baby. We trying to win the championship.
Yeah.
Who you saw? Who? The Knicks?
No,
the Atlanta.
You
talking the Hawks?
No, the Dream.
Yeah, no.
Is they gonna get another big? Because Breonna Jones already down indefinitely.
They don't need another.
That's crazy.
Big.
She
got Medina Olcott.
Oh, okay.
They got Medina. That's one.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. Yeah, Atlanta's still gonna win. They're gonna do well because they got a deep roster and they got they got a good bench. Okay. My issue is with Indiana Fever only having one big, and that's Aaliyah Boston. Indiana Fever are 2 injuries away from being a lottery team. If Aaliyah,
hold on, brother Nate. Hold the hell on, brother Nate. Brother Nate's so damn aggressive. I have to cut brother Nate off because he fucking exact. And then he got his mouth so far on the goddamn phone, he can't hear what the hell I'm saying. And I'm a loud person, brother Nate. Hold the hell on. Hey, I told you, MDT, that the baddies is on deck. You see this? Remember when I gave you the report? See this? Remember this?
Oh, Skylar is beautiful in person. Oh my goodness.
Man, I'm sorry. I gotta interrupt y'all little. Because this is again. Y'all got the devil is a lie. Y'all letting Jeff distract y'all. he putting pretty faces in front of y'all so y'all can get all excited. Y'all can buy tickets.
No, we just
they hurt.
About,
they not on the floor.
Brooklyn.
They hurt.
Can we talk about?
He just talked about Skylar, man.
We talking about the ladies.
Oh my goodness.
We talking about Skylar.
He said, "Oh my goodness."
Jeff is not gonna fool me.
Listen, Dejanay is fine. Skylar is fine. Rakia Jackson and Camilla Cardoso.
Camilla,
they bad. Like
so you gonna let Jeff say, "Hey, look, our roster is bad. We gonna miss the playoffs.
Don't go there with that.
We gonna miss the playoffs.
We ain't missing the playoffs, bro.
And our players is hurt. Yeah, y'all got to listen. It's a good chance. I ain't saying y'all will. Y'all gonna fight for like the 8th seed, but y'all might make the 8th seed.
Definitely ain't fighting for no 8th seed.
Trust
See,
me.
now you sound like a hater.
See.
You sound like a totally different than you said the other day.
This is my
the Sky not gonna be no 8th seed.
The Sky gonna be fighting for like a 6th, 7th, 8th seed. The Wings gonna be better than the Sky, bro.
No, Wings, please.
They got a better roster than the Sky do.
No, they don't.
My exact point is this. All I was talking about is how the girls look. We have a band conversation. And it's about basketball, but I'm appreciating these ladies looking so good.
Oh my goodness.
On the court that we got something to really look at because we didn't have this before. Okay. I'm just getting to that part. In the 94-50, yes, these brothers talk about the X's and O's. They arguing about that shit. This is a preseason thing. So I'm not brought into that shit. What I'm brought into is that the baddies is here in Chicago and it looked good. I mean, but we ain't falling for it because I went out, Brooklyn and Brother Nate, I went out to the facility myself to show y'all what the hell is going on. I wanted to give y'all the report so that y'all won't think that I'm off base, Brooklyn. I know what you're saying. Don't get caught up in that, bro, Cloud. Keep your mind focused on. No, I'm just saying what it is that that he had traded the baddest of all. When he this is the facility. Y'all see the facility?
Where's
Chicago Sky facility? Ain't nothing doing. This is me going all the way around to let y'all see for yourself what the hell is going on. Y'all see that? This ain't because it's angel eyes. This is because they got a banana in the tailpipe talking about it was going to be finished by late spring. Hell to the now, to the now. So I wanted y'all to see, still in the same way. Wanted y'all to see what's going on and what's happening. Y'all see that?
Let me guess, bro, Claude. Ever since they traded Angel, it ain't been no movement on the facility.
Cease and desist, baby.
Actually, they said June 1st is the opening day. They'll send in the email.
Brother, they not working at all.
I'm just telling you what the email said.
I know
they're going to be at UIC till June 1st.
Check it out. They lied. Don't look like actually see what I'm doing around. You know my granddaddy was a carpenter, right? You know I know. My uncle's our plumber. And I came to Bedford Park. So electricity. You guys can see exactly what's going on. I just want you to just check it out. I can't make it up. This is where I'm at. So y'all know on the record.
To lose trust.
I want y'all to see. Nothing's done, chat. Nothing even close to be done. Nothing is even close to being done. Nothing. Yeah. This is what's supposed. The gymnasium's supposed to be over here. So we looking at the 23rd, April the 23rd, which is mid-spring. Mid-spring, this is mid-spring. And this is what we at. Now that's supposed to be the gymnasium.
It's supposed to be.
Do you see what I see, chat? Nothing. Okay. So
the Lose Trust Arena.
That report that everything that's going on, look, we see right on the inside. Right on the inside. Let me pull it back so you can see. That's how it looks. That's a gymnasium. I want y'all to understand that we can't be lied to and be tricked and hoodwinked today. Today, we would not be fooled. I'm just saying, Jeff, I don't know if you're gonna keep that job, because Mike, you gotta sell this team, Mike. You doing some pole pimping around here, and it ain't do or die. This show ain't do or die. I'm just saying, doing a lot of pole pimping, and it ain't happening. See that? You go chat. All the way around. It's the total facility, y'all.
Now, you just showed that, right, bro, Claude?
I'm boots on the ground. You ain't gonna beat me. Ain't nobody gonna fade me. I'm boots on the ground.
Now, bro. Now you just showed that, right?
Yeah.
And this is what I mean by Jeff is a lie. Because before that, I think it's even before the Angel trade news came out. You could go find this on the Chicago Sky media. I think it's on YouTube, where him and Tyler Marshall's walking through the
video. It's a video.
Yeah, they was walking through and talking about, oh, we almost done and they're getting ready. That's what I'm talking about. They keep lying. And then it's like the fans, because it's almost like you in a relationship with a girl who don't really want you, but she keep bringing you, like she keep doing something for you to come back, and you just forget about it. You just happy for the, you know what I mean? You happy for the moment, and she keep doing. It's like that's what Jeff is doing. That's why I'm like, I'm holding him accountable. You're not getting me with the little bullshit you're doing. I see straight through your lies. I'm from, listen, y'all from Chicago, so I know y'all probably gonna understand what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Because
in New York City, it's a swindler on every corner. So in New York, we see swindlers from a mile away. You're not gonna keep swindling me, bro. I know what you're doing. I done heard all the tricks. I done seen all the lies. You get what I'm saying? And that's what Jeff is doing. That's what I keep trying to say. I get y'all in Chicago and y'all fans, so y'all trying to ignore it. But the only way, you're not gonna fix a problem by putting a Band-Aid on it. The only way you're gonna hold on, let me land, and then I'm gonna listen to your disagreement.
Yeah.
Because I think that what I'm about to say is important. I don't want you to misconstrue what I'm about to say.
Okay.
Nah, seriously. You can't. So Jeff is a cancer, and Michael Alter is a cancer to the team. And until they're gone, it's almost what Gabby Williams was trying to tell Angel Reese, where Angel Reese was recruiting her to the team. Angel Reese, again, she was a fresh face, and all she wanted was to make the team better. And Gabby Williams said, "You don't know who you playing for."
Yeah.
And now look at a year or so later, 2 years, however, I don't know how long it's been since they had that conversation. A year or two later,
Gabby Williams.
Look at the situation Angel Reese is in. You get what I'm saying? And then people start talking about before Angel Reese. People start talking about what happened with I forgot the Hall of Famer name, the one that went to Minnesota. What's her name? No, I'm talking about. I forgot her name. And then people start talking about Ella Deladon, and people start talking about, you know what I mean, all the players who came before
Alana
Angel.
Smith. You talking about Alana Smith? Yeah, go ahead.
Not Alana Smith. No. The Hall of Famer, the one from
Sylvia Fowles.
Sylvia Fowles.
They all left for different reasons, though. But they just ran with the narrative.
I understand what I'm saying. I get it. Understand what I'm saying. I get y'all Chicago fans, so y'all wanna. I get it, but understand what I'm saying. It's they all left for different reasons, but it's still a reason why everybody left. You get what I'm saying? Everybody still left for a reason. Axed out of there for a reason, right? So what I'm saying is, Chicago probably have, and I gotta say probably because I don't know the future, but I feel this in my heart. Chicago have great days ahead of them, but they're not gonna be able to get them until you get the Kansas out of the fucking way. I mean, and I'm gonna use Atlanta Dream for an example, right? Because again, I said this the other day, and this was before I was a fan, right? I believe, so correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it was an owner in Atlanta. The same thing happened in the NBA with the Clippers. Absolutely. I believe it was an owner in Atlanta who wasn't doing right by her players, or whatever the case may be. Something like that. Y'all know the information better than I do. They got her out of there. They got new ownership, new people in there, and now Atlanta Dream is going on the right trajectory.
Yes,
you get what I'm saying, and I'm saying Chicago needs that, and we've talked about it. We all know, we all on the same page that the team need to be sold, and we need a new GM and a new. But once that stuff get in there, then I think it's gonna be bright. I'm gonna land my plane with this. Let's even use Skylar Diggins and all the players that's there now. Let's be honest. Everybody, listen, money talks. Everybody there to get their paycheck. They not there because they want to fucking build a dynasty.
No.
Oh, you giving out the money? Yeah, I'm going to come get paid.
Yes.
Nobody is there because they say, oh, I want to retire. No. People is coming because they like, oh, y'all giving out the bag. We just got the bag. Now I'm going to come get my money. But let's be honest, when you got an owner and a GM like that, nobody running through the wall for them.
Nobody running through the wall. Nobody.
And I'm going to land my plane with that, man.
Yeah, so what I will say is the part where I said I disagree, when you say that Chicago, bro, you in this third largest city. My brothers and a couple of my other siblings were crackheads, bro. You talking about one of the most poverty places with the ghetto. Come on, man. So ain't nobody here sleep on the moves that we talking about the city slick in Chicago, where the players is at, where the pimps up, hoes down, and all that. You dig what I'm saying? So Don Juan, I got to grow up in an uncle of mine, which people know when they look at my history. Yeah, he my uncle, but the uncle of mine that has been able to do what he's been doing in the game. You dig what I'm saying? So nobody sleep in Chicago. This is a fair city. Ain't nobody falling for no damn okie doke, just like it is.
But bro, Claude, I said that. You said you disagree. I was saying that. That's the point I was making. I was saying y'all not falling for it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I didn't know.
That's the point. No, I was saying that I said you gotta relate because you from a type of city like I'm from.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is you gotta be able to see that. Like you know when somebody's swindling you.
Yeah. No, they gotta sell
it. So we on the same page. I wasn't saying that y'all, you don't recognize it. Yeah, I was saying you got the ability to recognize it because you from Chicago.
I heard you wrong then. That's why
No, it's cool. But that's why I ain't want that miscommunication because you already know how much respect I got for you. For you guys, and I got for Chicago. I got a lot of respect. You know what I mean? So it's like I would be surprised if it was the other way around. I would be surprised if you didn't see the wall. You get what I'm saying?
But they're falling for the banana in the tail.
Exactly. I'd be surprised. I'm like, yo, there's no way.
Yeah. So the thing is this, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all this. It is a bright future for Chicago Sky because I believe that the selling of the team is in the mix because it's going to be some indictments going down.
Yep.
It's gonna be a lot of indictments going down. Y'all gonna be surprised. Listen,
Yeah, Google AI just said that.
Yes.
Indictments and getting sued, and
it's a lot of stuff that's going down right now.
who do they think they are? The Cincinnati Bengals?
Right.
That level of dysfunction?
So the thing is that, you know, it's the spotlight, Angel Reese coming to this bum ass team and putting the spotlight on this team has changed the whole trajectory of the way that they can move, right? So at this point, what we're looking at, we're in the midst of another switch, just like the Atlanta Dream. And Rickea Jackson, what Rickea Jackson said, 1000%. Rickea Jackson said something that was real major, y'all. Rickea Jackson said, all of the teams have their problems in their front offices. Some are just better at hiding it. But she said, from her point of view, you can't trust none of these teams, and don't put your heart in it, because you never know what's going on, and these teams do what they want to do. So she said that Chicago, she repeated something that Courtney Vandersloot, of course, took from her. You know what I mean? Because she the one that said it. Because she from Detroit, right? She said that, the eyes is on Chicago for as people seeing things because of Angel being here and the spotlight is so bright. She just wanted to let everybody know that all of the organizations is this way, most of them. You understand? They stuck together in the CBA, so they did not stick together in the CBA negotiations. So at some point, at some point, you got to understand that at the end of the day, these teams, the owners, they let Chicago Sky be existing. They didn't vote for Michael Alter to sell the team. They didn't vote for Connecticut. As long as Connecticut, the Indians, the Native American family that had it, as long as they paid their tithes and their dues, they was keeping their team. You got what I'm saying? So until they decided that they wanted to sell the team because of the so much scrutiny. Do y'all understand the scrutiny that Connecticut was under? They was under the same type of scrutiny. That's why all of their players left. Everybody, listen, y'all be having like short amnesia, but I understand that Angel is on Chicago Sky, but Connecticut, the whole team left Connecticut. The whole entire team and the coach left Connecticut. That's how bad Connecticut was. Stephanie White is over there on Indiana.
I'm sorry, bro, Claude. Damn, Nate, you don't need my opinion no more, Nate. Damn, that hurt my feelings, Nate.
You say Brooklyn, your ATL fan, stay on that side, man. No, he's still in Chicago. He's just hating that he is a fan. He ain't going nowhere. He's still here with us, but I'm an ATL fan too. I'm an Atlanta Dream. I'm going with the baby go. That's my second team.
Listen, I'm still a Chicago Sky fan too, but you got to realize I'm a Scorn fan now. I'm Scorn. But let me say this too. Let me be clear, because it ain't just about Chicago. You got to realize I'm from New York. We hate James Dolan. So you know what I mean? Like, it ain't just Chicago. Like right now, Leon Rose and World Wide West, the few years they've been in office, they turned things around for the Knicks. The 5-6 years they've been there. But before they got there, it's been terrible for like 30 years for the Knicks. That's why I could never be a Knicks fan. Like, it's been bad. They run the organization terribly. I've been wanting James Dolan not gonna sell because he's too wealthy. He make too much money with the Knicks. The Knicks is a cash cow even when they losing. So the James Dolan ain't going nowhere. So I understand. Listen, Michael Arthur might have took the cake from James Dolan because Michael Arthur just seemed like he a crook. Like maybe they all crooks, but I don't know. Michael Arthur seemed wild, but James Dolan. Yeah, no, he don't know how to run an organization. He's terrible at running it. And for people who don't know who James Dolan is, that's the owner of the Knicks, Madison Square Garden. He's terrible. So I keep the same energy. Don't think that, I'm just trying to shit on Chicago just to, nah, I'm telling the truth. And people don't want to hear the truth. That's on you. If you don't want to hear the truth, I really don't care. Like, cause I'm not up here to lie to you. I'm gonna tell the truth, no matter who platform I'm on. I'm gonna always tell the truth. So the Chicago Sky organization sucks.
Yeah.
That, you know what I mean? That don't mean I don't got nothing. I love the players. I love Rickea Jackson. I love the players. I love Skylar Diggins, but I just got to call a spade a spade. You get what I'm saying? And I was a fan for 2 years, so they disrespected me. I feel you don't go have me. Remember, I said I came in with Angel. I've been rooting for the team for 2 years, and as soon as you trade Angels, when you go on and bring in players I can root for, yeah, you disrespected me now. Because now all those times I bought your league pass and all those times I spent hours watching, you put a bad product on the floor just for you to say as soon as you trade Angel, oh, I don't want to have a team out there that Skylar can't get behind. So that means you wanted the team out there that Angel couldn't get behind. That's other words of what you're saying. So again, I read between the lines. Maybe y'all didn't hear that. Maybe he see Jeff think he's slick. He not slick. I'm gonna say that for the slow people in the back. He said, I don't want to have a team out here that Skylar can't get behind. What does that mean if you reverse it? He knew for 2 years Angel was there. That team wasn't shit. So now that's a smack in the face to me because I spent time watching that bullshit, and he knew it. Nathan, the fuck? I'm sorry, go ahead, bro.
To his point, they're bad owners in all
sports. The secret
sports.
also is like every front office has their flaws. I mean, Chicago's is more under a microscope, so it's more out there. But a lot of front offices have their flaws. I mean, some are just better hiding it, or some players just aren't going to always speak about it. And I mean, kudos to the ones that do. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody experience is their experience, so you never negate what someone went through. But almost all front offices have their flaws.
So to that point,
You muted, bro, Claude.
See that you guys how smart she is? She said they all got flaws. She ain't falling, she from Detroit. So she ain't falling for what the, you know what I mean? Oh, they gonna treat, yeah, they embracing Angel for right now. But let Angel do something that they don't like. Let's see how the treatment will be. Let Angel go against the grain because Angel ain't no punk. She gonna say whatever she wanna say. Let Angel say whatever she's at. That's for any player though. You understand? The front office, you gonna really see their true colors. And just like Skylar done seen the worst of the franchises, some people put it out, oh, Skylar blew up the team. Well, they saying that about Angel, but you can't have it both ways. Either it's the organizations or it's the players. You got what I'm saying? I think I'm with the players, and I think the organizations are trash. You got what I'm saying? And it's a lot of things that cannot. What's up, Juice? I see you in there. I see you, Reginald. Henry Mark.
Yeah, I wanted to say I appreciate that, Reginald. I see what you wrote. I appreciate you, Reginald.
I appreciate you, brother, brother. So the thing is that I think Brooklyn to this part of the season, I think we still on the brink of trying to find out what's going on. I don't think that we're able to see exactly what it is right now. And I also think that everybody calm down. It's preseason. It's nothing. All I wanted to do was make this bit. All I wanted to do was come actually because it's to make a video of this, but it ended up being a 2-hour show. Shit. But the thing is that it's 3 o'clock in the morning and people here. God damn, it's 6-7 people in here, 71 people in here now. But I'm just saying, watching what we talking about, the Chicago Sky, and what we need to have to change. You got what I'm saying? It's got to be almost 5 o'clock for you, Brooklyn, because if it's almost 3 here,
it's 4. It's 4 for me.
It's 4 o'clock. Okay, it's
Yeah.
4:59, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so almost 5 o'clock because it's almost one more click. It's gonna be 3 here and it's gonna be 5 in New York. because y'all 2 hours ahead of us. So
No,
Brooklyn,
it's 3:50. It's 3:59. I'm sorry, it's 3:59.
was 3:59 where you at?
Yeah, we an hour ahead of you.
Yeah.
Okay. So the thing is that, you guys got to understand that Chicago had a plan. What's up, Geechee? Chicago had a plan, and it fell through because Teaspoon was fired. They went with Jeff Pagliosha. They went with their homeboy, they fry guy, and they fry guy blew this whole situation up because he's a hoarder for the pages. He's a journalist junkie. He likes to put out hit pieces. He wants to be known in the history of time. He wants to be what he wants. He wants to be heard. He wants to be seen. He wants to be on the cameras. He wants to be, the writers. He wants the writers to write about his story the way he has it. Just like they have, have always whitewashed certain things, MDT of trying to, they got literal books that's out here right now that was released in 2026 that slavery was a big thing and a come up for Black people.
Yeah.
It was beneficial. It's a book out here saying slavery was beneficial for Black people in America.
PragerU, right?
Yeah, hey, so I can't make this shit up. So these people, you got these sycophants, you got these crazy people that are in these places. What's up, my brother Robert? I'm up early in the morning, bro, Rob. I'm about to get up off here though, because Brooklyn gonna always keep me on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. Because he's
got a lot to say. It's good stuff.
Listen, that man is.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna check you out, man.
Yeah, he's a mind. He's a savant. Brooklyn. Definitely. I'm gonna come back and. You guys, MD, I'm gonna come back and then we're gonna go to the ending of this show because I've been on 2 hours. So I
do gotta ask a question though.
Go ahead.
And bro, you can answer this. Brooklyn, you can weigh on this too. So I was up there in Sioux Falls today. 90 to 95% white people in there. And I gotta say, the only Black people in there are the players, and the only Hispanics were me and Jaquez. I didn't know I was going to get out of there. That's a red state. They might want to make a couple phone calls. I had to leave with a couple minutes left in the fort so I could get out of there.
If you don't mind me asking, what's your nationality?
I'm Mexican-American. I know I sound like, but I'm from Lincoln, Nebraska, so that's why I talk the way I do. So
no. Listen, I don't judge. I just wanted to know because I know there's a lot of different. You could have been Guatemala. Guatemala. It could have. Yeah, but there's a lot of different Ecuadorians. So I was just curious. That's all.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that. It was a packed house, but that was just kind of humorous for me. So.
Yeah. Yeah, they was gonna try to call ICE on you in a minute.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's why I got out of there. But I'm in a red state too. I don't know what it matters.
Yeah,
I did drive through an Indian reservation.
Hey, my brother, I'm glad you made it out of there, brother, because they don't understand.
Maybe that's why Camilla was mad. She wanted to get out of there too.
She wanted to get up out of there. You know what I mean? Spanish, you know what I'm saying? She from Brazil, you know what I'm saying? She had to make sure she took care of her green card before she came.
Well, yeah, she heard what happened to Dantas. She can't even get back in the country. Her visa's messed up.
Her visa messed up.
Oh, that's messed up.
Yeah. Dantas. So they got to get, because Camilla did it, and that's what took Camilla a little bit to get here. But Dantas had to do it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you should have warned me, nevertheless, what I was running up against up there.
Hey, I didn't know you was going.
You should have told me, man.
Hey, look, I didn't know you was going, baby.
I was gonna tell you last live, but you got off too quick for me. I was gonna say so.
Yeah,
that's why I wanted to come on tonight and let you know I went, because
I definitely want you to come up more, because it's really good to have these conversations. And then of course I'm finna be covering Raven, right? So I got my Indiana Fever section. Me and Big Girl, we be hate watching over there on Indiana, but Raven is over there, so we, me, Keisha,
as long as you guys will have me, I'm game.
we gotta we gotta watch our baby girl Raven, and then slash Aaliyah Boston, of course, right? Slash Aaliyah Boston because she a Gamecock for life.
What do you guys think of that? The lower leg injury, they're very cagey about the information. You know, they're not really saying much. I saw the game where she hurt it in Unrivaled. It didn't look like much. Worried it's a calf. And again, you know, they're not saying anything about anything.
Well, a soft tissue injury, that's what Caitlin went through, right? It's that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, I don't know. You played basketball before?
Yeah.
Okay. So have you ever pulled a hamstring?
Yeah, I pulled a hamstring, a quad.
You remember how that felt, right?
Oh, hurts.
It took
real
you,
bad.
It took you about 2 weeks to really start walking, right?
Yeah.
It took you 2 weeks to really start walking on it, you know, the right way. And then you ain't seeing no court in 3 to 4 months. Really?
Yeah.
You know what I
that
mean?
was late March when she got hurt. So
I mean,
don't know.
I pulled a hamstring. I pulled, you know, calf muscle. Broken ankle, fractured the ankle, different on both sides, and you know, so those lower extremities, you know, when you hurt, fractured the knee, I fractured my kneecap, you know, so those things, those lower extremities, I mean, it counts. It means a lot. You got what I'm saying? Even right now, when I get on the treadmill and just walk, I feel, you know what I mean, the impact in those falls that I had. I'll be like, shit, I shouldn't have drove. You know what I mean? I think about all of those, you know, things that happen on the court. You got what I'm saying? So I don't know if, you know, it's hard for me, you know, one thing on this show, we're not going to never say a person's not hurt. Okay. I don't get into that. You know, we've been holding integrity for a long time. I can't say who's not hurt and who's hurt. I just can't. If Caitlin was hurt, she was hurt. You understand? She played 13 games. The rest of the season she had to miss because why? She had a lower extremity. She had a soft tissue injury.
Yeah, groin, quad.
That groin injury.
Yeah.
I had, you know what I mean? I had a hernia. So. You know what I'm saying? Twice. You dig what I'm saying? I had the highest hernia up high, and I had one down low and lower. You got what I'm saying?
Yeah, Nate. You can't tell me I'm not hurt, Nate. I'm hurt.
I'm hurt. You know
I'm hurt, Nate. You hurt my feelings, Nate.
when you hurt, you hurt. I can't. I don't get into it.
Can't tell me I'm not hurt, Nate.
Right, Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn.
Just like I said last year when Angel was out, she said her back hurt. Her back probably really was hurting. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people's like, no, she not hurt. No, she was injured. Y'all got to understand, Angel, sometimes she don't catch herself falling sometimes. You got what I'm saying? She got to learn how to fall on the fatty meat of her backside.
And she plays with some serious effort, some attitude. So you can see that happening for sure.
Right. She go at it. She go all out. She go head first. You got what I'm saying with it. So, you know, that's just the dog in her. You got what I'm saying? So she going to go get the gusto. You dig what I'm saying? She going to do what she need to do. So the thing is that at the end of the day, you know, kudos to the players that, you know what I mean, that get Dejanay Canton and Leah Boston and, you know, Caitlin got paid last year, you know what I'm saying? Kudos to them that stand on their business of not going in and coming back too early because we don't want them to come back early, right?
Right.
We if they come back early, we experience Derrick Rose over here in Chicago.
And it's going to be hard enough because, like I said last time I was on your show, we don't know what these refs are going to be like. If we're going to be more of the same, if they're going to allow rough play. Based on what I saw today, oh goodness, it was pretty rough out there too. So I don't know.
Yeah, they're playing like they in the playoffs, and it's
a prison ball.
Damn, it's a preseason game. Calm the hell down. So you guys, after these messages, I'll come right back. Hey everybody, my name is Bro Claude, and I'm here to tell you about the best whipped organic shea butter on planet Earth. It just so happens to be my brand. Bread House Butters. Sheens, shine, heal, treats, moisturize, condition your skin.
That's so cool. I've been doing this for maybe
is this the best shea butter for you, but it heals good, smells good, and feels good. It is the best moisturizer that you can use. It clears up any scars, scrapes, stretch marks, blemishes, rashes, bruises, eczema, psoriasis, and most intensified dryness of skins. You can put this on your face, your hair, and your body, and I'm telling you, this is the best product that you can use in America because, of course, we make ours and crafted, handcrafted in our own kitchen. So I'm asking for you guys to support the #1 product that you're going to ever be able to put on your body, Bread House Butters brand. And guess what? You can go to breadhousebutters.com. I said breadhousebutters.com and put your order in now. Thank you. And I appreciate everyone who supports. Angel Reese, on a happy note, Angel Reese is having fun, guys. Angel Reese, look at her. She got a cheetah print. That's her new stuff. She got a whole gymnasium floor mapped out for her. Yeah, Angel is happy. She in Atlanta right now spending that money. That's her foundation. That's her own place. Angel Reese Foundation. Boss. Look at how she put that up.
No, I don't think that's her foundation. I think what she was saying was,
no, she's representing her foundation.
Oh yeah.
No, that's not her gym. No, I'm saying, no. You see what gym is? ASBS. I know what I said. See all of the different things up there. No, I'm just saying, look at her floor. They did that for a foundation. Yeah. So she had a thing for what she's doing in that place. I was just showing how happy she is and how she comes.
Oh no, yeah. I was just giving you more information. I think what that is it's called glass door. So if I'm not mistaken, that's like a glass court. And what they could do is whoever is using that court, they're able to change the logos up and stuff like that. That's what I think. That's what I understood.
They got the same thing. You know, they had it for the girls tournament for the tourney over there for the Big 12 tourney. Their floors was able to, that's the glass floor that's changing. So Angel's foundation. But I just wanted to show everybody that Angel is all right. She cool. She in a better place. She's happy. She's doing what she want to do. Y'all, the prayers was answered for her to be able to be okay and centered. She is centered and everything is fine, guys. Everything is okay. So I wanted to tell y'all, man, I thank y'all for hanging out me. Wow. All these people, I'm hanging out with me at 3 in the morning. It's 3:13. What a big thing for this, man. Look, he said, Unc, go to bed. It's 3 o'clock.
We don't want to hear that. Hit the like button.
Hit the like button, y'all. Do me a favor, hit the like button. If you want to give to the channel, give to the channel. And guess what, y'all? If you want to join this channel, MDT, if you want to join this channel, we celebrate all of those who join this channel, and you will be called the official bread maker, just like this.
We got that rap van rolling on them dubs. You can catch us later while we ballin' in the club. We them bread makers, we them bread makers, we them bread makers, we them bread makers. Shots me in the club, spinning them ends, smelling like ginger man oil in my bins. Drop top down and I'm rolling 2 friends. Bread making everyone.
Yeah, this is what we do. We get it cracking up in here. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do over here. So if you want to be a member and a bread maker, this is how we do it. So, listen, I'm going to say good night to my crew. I appreciate y'all. Listen, turn on your notifications every time I drop a hot banker. Please like,
My
share.
feelings hurt, Nathan.
Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Go over there to my boy Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? The 80s baby Brooklyn. We got to talk. Oh, now I know you was busy now. I left you a message. We got to holler tomorrow. Not tonight, but tomorrow. Let's have a conversation because I really want to get with you. I'm putting it on record. Now, this here, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I will say, y'all, listen. I thank you for what you've done. I thank you for what you do, and I thank you for what you will do. But as always, I leave as I came with another banger. Hey, y'all, if you're an entrepreneur, please put your business in the chat. If you're an entrepreneur, and guess what, y'all? Y'all keep the main thing, because guess what? We support entrepreneurs on this channel. This is for you.
Real Clyde, thanks for having me, man.
Appreciate you, man. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm thankful. I'm grateful, y'all. So
We'll see you next time.
Let's get to work, y'all. Let's get busy. I'm out of here. Love y'all. Appreciate you so much. Talk.
Welcome to my city. See the bright lights, skyscrapers looking pretty. Perfect skyline, postcard from a city, and we still on the rise. More construction keeping busy. Always bear down on the blue and the windy. Can't forget the Bulls, red and black run the city. Chicago, fire in the sky, WNBA, White Sox and the Cubs up in Wrigley. Got a couple rings like I played for the Blackhawks. Always on the grind when my feet hit the asphalt. Dedication, hard work, and preparation. Never giving up to reach the goals I've been chasing. When it goes down, I'ma be the main attraction.